My name is Jim Roberts, and I want to welcome you to this video. I don't believe you're here by accident, and whether you're just curious or looking for answers, I hope this video will help. If you can relate to any part of what I'm about to tell you, I want you to know that you're not alone, and nothing is impossible. There is a solution for every problem. And with that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. And if you can relate to any part of what I'm about to tell you, I sincerely and lovingly urge you to contact me. And with that, let me tell you a little bit about where I come from and what happened. After 27 years of drinking and drugging, being successful and quitting, working hard and partying hard, loving and hating, being selfish, being generous, trying, succeeding, and failing, searching and never knowing where I was going or how I really felt, lost and confused. I accepted the fact that I was going to be a drunk. I was going to die a drunk. I was totally in denial of my drug use. I was married to the most beautiful woman I had ever met. I had 4 beautiful kids, 2 dogs, a cat, tropical fish, lived in a modest house on top of a mountain with 7.5 square miles of woods in my backyard. Had my own business, which in just the first year became very successful. There was an 8-mile lake just a couple of miles from the house. I had boats, cars, trucks, and the life many people just dream of. And one day, it was all over. My life as I knew it came to an end. My wife had told me I had to leave. I found myself standing on the street with a brown paper bag, and in it was just a change of clothes. And I was standing there staring at the total sum of my life. Couldn't touch any part of it. I ended up sleeping in a neighbor's basement on a plastic-covered couch. I shared this basement with a washer, a dryer, an oil burner, used to heat the living quarters to the house, and the exposed plumbing. When we went to sleep at night, my neighbor would lock the door at the top of the stairs. My restroom was the woods. My water supply was the outside garden hose. I was working 8 hours a day for the township road department, community service for my 3rd drunk driving offense. And I worked 4 to 6 hours at night at a local gas station pumping gas to make a few dollars so I could go to Burger King for a bacon double cheeseburger. Then somewhere between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m., I would start the long, torturous walk, approximately 3 or 4 miles along country roads through a thickly wooded area with no street lights, back to the neighbor's basement. The eerie loneliness was sometimes unbearable. I was on my way to work, community service, one morning, and I remember standing on an overpass that crossed over Route 15 in Jefferson Township, New Jersey. I was looking at the most beautiful sky. It was so crystal blue with one cottony cloud just floating by. And I could remember thinking just how beautiful it was. And all of a sudden I just started to shake and tremble and cry. I heard these words, and I heard them loud and clear, and I'll never forget them. God, please, If this is it, then please take me. I was asking God to end my life. I'm ecstatic to report that was the beginning of the end of my life as I knew it. I admitted myself into rehab, and that was the beginning of life as I now know it today. I had no idea what to expect, and therefore I had every fear you could imagine. Scared to death, not knowing what else to do, and yet knowing that I had to do something. I entered the rehab center at St. Clair's Riverside Hospital. To my surprise, I was like a human sponge. I couldn't get enough information. I wanted more. I was learning things about me and how to be a better me and how I was not a bad person, but I was a very sick person. Things about my addiction, like alcoholism is a disease. And there was, and is, something I could do about it. I know deep in my heart, without the education that I received in rehab, I would not have made it in my recovery. God brought me to recovery, and recovery brought me back to God. I'm writing this, I wrote this all down. As you can tell, I'm reading it, only because I didn't want to get lost. I can get lost and long-winded, and I don't want to do that. But I wrote this to share with everyone who takes the time to hear it, read it, that there is hope. There is life after addiction. If you are, or someone you know is feeling hopeless, doomed, want your life as you know it to just end, or if you would just like the opportunity to change your life for the better, then please, for your sake and for the sake of all you love and who love you, email me. My name is Jim Roberts. My email is Jim Roberts, JIMROBERTS 01 at live.com. I believe deep down in my heart that I can guide you to the right place. I can give you the right information. I can help. If I can't help, I can guide you to someone who can. Please, with all my heart, with all the sincerest desire within me, I beg you, don't let it take you where it took me. You don't have to keep doing what I kept doing until it gets to where it got me. Life can be so much better. God bless you, my friends, and my prayers are with you. Jim Roberts 01 at live.com.